did not see you there. My name is Henry James. I'm an adjutant. I'm a secretary to the general. Our responsibilities are writing correspondences, letters, daily reports, issuing passes to soldiers and to civilians alike. Our responsibilities tend to keep us tied or tethered to a desk. I joined in the first year of the war. It is now my 5th year. I began as an officer of a platoon of men. From there, I was quickly recognized for my writing skills, and I was asked to become a member of a military family. Those are the men, like myself, an adjutant, who serve an officer, ranking like a general, like Washington, who will conduct the correspondences on their behalf. I chose that position because I believe in the cause of liberty. I believe in the protection of the laws and those who make the laws. More importantly, I am protecting my state, my property, and my family. The work of an adjutant is often boring and laborious. We are often writing, some days nonstop. Could be up to 200 letters we write, and more than that we read. We're getting correspondences from Congress, from other generals within Washington's army, from civilians. We're often having to write out passes for the men. We have to keep track of the number of men and clothing we have in the army. But on that rare occasion, some of us are afforded the opportunity to correspond in what you say a manner that you would call spying. I myself helped Washington organize a spy ring out of New York. And we're presently corresponding with them in order to gather information. We used fictitious names and colorful phrases to communicate. And on occasion, we use numbers as a form of code. Let us speak about clothing of an officer. For an officer, their responsibility is to purchase their own clothing, from the regimental to their own knee breeches to their own shoes, including their accessories or accoutrements such as their sword, their drinking vessel, canteen. Even to carry or transport their clothing and personal items they must purchase themselves, such as a portmanteau. I carry a portmanteau. In my portmanteau, I often have spare clothing and personal items, like my shaving kit and on occasion documents. My eating utensils, my drinking vessels, and my plates are often carried in my camp box. We often ride by horseback. The horses we provide for ourselves. They are our own property and we must take care of them and feed them. On occasion, we may sleep in tents, or during the winter months in huts. But that rare occasion, we are afforded the opportunity to reside in a private home. Under New Jersey law, we are permitted to rent space only when the homeowner has agreed upon that. Once in that home, we set up our military office. It gives us a sense of home, though temporary, and keeps us dry and comfortable while we spend long days corresponding and doing the general's work. The life of an officer, food-wise, was quite at times pleasant. We would breakfast in the morning. Usually it would be of a bread or a cheese, or occasion an oatmeal. Then we would have at dinner in the late afternoon, we'd have a more formalized meal. Meats, fowl, breads, soups we would have, usually of items that were in season. Then we would retire later in the evening to sup or supper, where from 9 p.m. to 11 we would clear off the dining table and lay out nuts and fruits and wines. Port and Madeira was the favorite of the general and the favorite of his adjutants and aide-de-camps. There, our lips were more loose and less formal, and we discussed our futures while the general would sit and take this all in. And then we would retire to our room, where we would sleep off the day and prepare for a new day.